Greetings, beloved cosmic familia, and welcome back. As I sit here and sip on my apple juice inside of an apple cup, I'm feeling guided to ring in the Rose Oracle for a bit more storytelling. This is going to be storytelling with the rose for the Starseeds. But first, I'm feeling spirit led to ping this thing 7 times. So, if you're wearing earbuds, you may want to turn the volume down. Alright, I've given you a few seconds to comply. Here we go. And one more for good measure. Alright, that was a bit weak, but I have my window open. And so I just didn't want to draw any attention to myself from external sources at this time. So, nevertheless, it also is beneficial in expelling negative voltage. We'll just put it that way. Alright, so here we are going into the Rose Oracle. As you can see, I only have part of the deck in my hand because we are still still amidst the reveal of this deck on this channel, and I wanted to go through the entire deck a little bit at a time to reveal it before I begin skimming the cards for more intuitive messages. Still on a bit of a learning curve with this deck. It's new to me, so clearly it's not memorized. Not yet. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get the ball rolling with this story time. Story time with the Rose Oracle for the collective. And the first card to come out is the Sun. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. The Sun showing up to remind us yet again to embrace our child self. This storytelling that I do on this channel serves that purpose. It's part of the reason why I do it. It's excellent for transmuting the atmosphere. If you're starting to feel negativity coming in or heaviness bogging you down, there's a lot of affirmation in these cards as well. They are extremely elevating and uplifting, and may be even a bit healing for others. Disclaimer alert, I am not a doctor. This is not a diagnosis or a prognosis. I am just the messenger, here for a bit of storytelling from the Rose Oracle. So, let's touch a bit further on the Sun card in this deck. 128. So, here we go. No, that's not going to work. I will just sit here and hold it. In summer, when the sun's at its highest path in the sky, the rose is at its fullest. Her fragrance is sweet and the fruit is still to come. In this oracle, the sun represents life force energy, vitality, confidence, success, positivity, delight, and the sheer joy of life. After it's left the fertile darkness of the soil, the future rose begins reaching toward the light of the sun, which then plays its part in nourishing the rose as it reaches for its potential bloom. And it does this for us too. Also a reminder to get out in nature while the sun is shining and allow that sun to ring in a life force, energy, vitality, confidence, success, positivity, delight, and sheer joy of life for you, beloveds. Those juicy downloads that come through as we're out getting that natural vitamin D. Yes, one of life's greatest blessings is to feel the warmth of the sun on our face, to drink in the gold nectar of what life has for us, and to take a moment to bask in being alive. This is your invitation to relish your aliveness, to embrace your joyfulness, to enjoy the simple things in life, to make time to play, to be grateful for your body, to acknowledge the wondrous life force energy that's woven through all of life, to remember that your soul had a dream and your life is it. This is a wondrous card that heralds a time of playfulness, enjoyment, and bliss. The sun can also represent the inner child and be an invitation to have some fun. Have you been all work and no play lately? Is your inner child longing to run free? What can you do to enjoy the simple things in life? When we allow ourselves the space to play, problems that were once unsolvable find solutions. And with this card is a soul inquiry. How can you enjoy your life more? What can you do just for fun? All right, I'm feeling moved to go to the bottom of the deck. And the Temple of the Rose, ancient power, expression, activation, and scarlet codes. We're being guided to shine our light a bit more on our creative self-expression, activating those light codes, activating that dormant DNA that's not junk. There's no such thing as junk DNA. It's ancient, dormant parts of us, archetypes, aspects, remnants of past lives. Scarlet codes. Scarlet codes. Temple of the Rose. Interestingly enough, it immediately follows the sun. That tells me I didn't do such a great job shuffling. But nevertheless, here we are. For millennia, feminine power, expression, and wisdom have been suppressed. As a result, the feminine has been silenced, dismissed, and disrespected. We've become disconnected from the earth, the mother, and have stopped revering our elders. But times are finally changing, and we're all part of this change. Every time we honor our body, express our wisdom, share our voice, and connect with our sensuality, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we call back our power, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we come together in circle, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we honor our cyclic nature and the cycles of nature, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Regardless of which gender you identify with, this is a card of calling back your power. It's a card of expressing your truth no matter what it is. It's a card of sharing your soul's voice and singing the song that you came here to sing. This is a card of activation. It's a call to action. And it's a remembrance. You're the child of the ancient goddess. As you express yourself, you express for all who could not. As you reclaim your power, you do so for all those who cannot. Each shackle you break through, you free those who are yet to come. Share your voice, sing your song, dance your dance, reclaim your power. This is what you came here for. And the soul inquiry is, how are you being called to call back your power, express your truth, or honor the cyclic nature within? Woo! Take the next step. The blueprint is within. Codes. That's plural. Codes of the seeds. Codes of the seeds. I just heard it. It's been within us all along. It's within us all along. It's within us all along. Let's take a look at the book. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Seeds come in knowing exactly what to do. Within them, they hold the potential of entire forests and rose gardens. Seeds have within them an intelligent timing that connects with the intelligence of the cosmos. We're all seeds, future forests and gardens waiting to be born. We each hold the codes of a new humanity within us. Change is our natural state. Seeds must be buried in the darkness before they can bloom into the light. Seeds can't even begin to bloom without embracing the fertile void of the winter soil. They can't flower without outgrowing the constraints of the bud. They can't bear fruit without releasing their beauty to the earth and letting go of the very thing about them that captivates others. This card delivers the message that within you, you have all you need to create what you're destined to create, to move through everything that life delivers, and to navigate your way through any terrain. The blueprint has always been seated within, clarifying what I just said intuitively when I said, I have a feeling this is telling us that it's been within all along. And here we are reading from the book for the first time ever on this channel, my first time ever reading it from this book. confirmation. Trust that you have within you the codes for the most glorious rose garden waiting to bud and bloom. Trust those codes. Remember that blueprint. All you need to do now is take the next step, and tomorrow take the next. If you continue to take baby steps each day, on a day not too far from today, you'll look back and discover the most breathtaking garden of roses all around you. And then fruit will follow. Today, just take the next step. You know what to do. The blueprint is encoded within you. And the inquiry is, what's your soul calling you to do? What's one baby step you can take? All right. Such beautiful messages from this deck. I'm so grateful for this lovely gift. And of course, there's always more. The rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic, and living courageously. The image is giving me like a timeline split, but also some kind of mirroring, but it's not exact, because on this side it shows a little bit of flowers, but on this side it doesn't. But it is definitely showing the cosmic waters creating a timeline split of some kind here. And she doesn't seem the least bit bothered. One is in awe and the other is in meditation. Unbothered. As unbothered can be. Let's read about it. The rose thread. There it is, 114. Inner call, soul led, the mystic, and living courageously. This is the card of the mystic, the one who's in touch with the depths of the inner world and the inner weavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They're dedicated to listening to the mysterious voice whispering within, to follow their intuition and living in accordance with that, to living by being guided by the rose thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walking the way of the rose, to be in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. The rose has been a symbol of the mysteries for thousands of years. The rose thread is the invisible path that the mystic follows. It takes courage to trust it, for the path is different for every single person. This is why it requires courage to trust the inner call, and those who do so find great reward. This is a sign that you're being called to follow the initiatory path, led by the thread deep within. You may find that you're in a place of great change and are being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. This card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step. It's acknowledging the courage it takes to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. And there is actually a transmission for this card. Even when things feel unclear, especially when they do, I trust that I'm always led from within. Wow, we're already 20 minutes in, so I'm feeling guided. I know it looks like there's not much left here, but when you go into the description of each card, it most certainly extends the message. So, feeling guided to go in for one more card from this deck to bring this message to a close. 2112 on the timer as I said that. I put my angel cards away. So I will look that number up when I'm done here and post it in the community section. Angel number 2112. One more card, one more card. I could have swore nope, it didn't. I could have swore I saw one turn over, but my eyes were playing tricks on me. Dang it. Or maybe I just saw into the future because it just turned over for me. Here we are with Whispers of Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, art, writer, and channel. Some of us are just getting started. No matter how long we have been investing in our calling, and we've put in a lot of work. On a surface level, it looks to others like we're just getting started. And in terms of attitude and approach, oh yeah, baby, we are just getting started. With any and all artistic endeavors, ideas, creativity. That part. Let's read about it. Whisper of Mother Earth. Whispers, plural. Whispers of Mother Earth. There are creations seated within you, planted before your birth. There are unborn possibilities yearning to be woven in creative solutions waiting to be realized. Songs of the ancient earth humming through you, beckoning to be sung. New consciousness that longs to be written into matter. Surrender to the creations whispering you forth. Perhaps they're calling you to reweave the web of life in some small way. Oh yes. Oh yes. A lot of us have been feeling this, knowing this, and understanding this for quite some time now. Most certainly, I've been sharing about it in other content. We are rewriting our stories to stitch the soul in a little bit more. We came bearing keys for each other. And as you share your song, it unlocks something in someone else. Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They can't be reproduced. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is a planet of creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to truly create. So much of humanity has been raised to consume. We're so focused on more, more, more that we've forgotten how to grow sustainably. Our consumption is KILLING, us. Trust the seeds that have been planted within you. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, creatives, poets, singers. Well, gee, that wouldn't have anything to do with the sucker faces referring to us as BS artists, but that's old news, and it's played out, and so is their opinions. So here we go. Yet to be human is to be creative. It doesn't matter what the result may be, just carve out time to express your soul through your creativity. The seeds planted within you will show you the way. They have intelligence within them, and all you need to do is tend them through daily grounded creative action. And the soul inquiry with this card is, what does your soul most yearn to create? There we have it, beloveds. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. And I will come back to this deck tomorrow for sure, so we can do more to get through this deck reveal. Interestingly enough, speaking on reuniting with this deck tomorrow, we have reunion at the bottom. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. All of the above I'm getting are coming in for the collective. So now I can't leave it alone until I read about this card. Souls recognize each other, beloveds, even when we're unconscious to it. The reunion. She reveals her beauty to the world without waver. The rose doesn't open and close according to who's walking by. She reveals her beauty to the world without waver. You're here to do that too. I skipped ahead on the description because I felt led not to read the entire thing today, and we will come back to this card to begin our next session of storytelling with this deck tomorrow. So many of us, particularly those who identify as women, have learned to be mistrustful of one another as if we're in competition. This card comes with a message of collaborations, partnerships, and friendships. The genuine kind, the sincere kind, forthright, integral. A confirmation that one or more people are entering your life. Or it could be a sign that you're being called to co-create on a project with someone you already know. Decide to bloom together. Let's do it. If you're going to use soul sisters in your content, then make it known where it came from, beloveds. Because our soul recognizes your soul. I release any old programming of competition. I open myself up to relationships and collaborations. It's safe for me to trust and co-create. It's safe for me to speak clearly. It's safe for me to set clear boundaries and collaborate. It's time for us to pull together and stick together. brightest blessings.